It's Jackie Othen here today with the Othen Group, and I'm in West Hill, standing just west of Highland Creek and east of the Guildwood. The borders of this community are basically parks galore, I'm not kidding. Colonel Danforth Park in the lower Highlands on the east side, Highland Creek Park to the west, and the amazing Morningside Park in the U of T Scarborough campus to the north. The south end, though, is my personal favorite. East Point Park and the Waterfront Trail are perfect for Sunday strolls with your kids or just a beautiful walk on your own. The neighborhood is literally bounded by lush parklands, perfect for hikers, bikers, and anyone who loves nature, trails, and parks. This is where you're going to hit the subscribe button to follow us through Toronto's favorite neighborhoods. Originally, West Hill was made up of Irish settlers who had left County Cork in Ireland after the potato crop failure and settled here in parts of West Hill, and this is what this area became. And it was affectionately known as Corktown, not to be confused with the Corktown near downtown. We'll do another video on that another day. Let's get back to history. So after World War II, this was very rural. It was really tough to get through the roads. There were not really cut-in roads, but later that was developed, and over some time it started to look like what it is today, or early days. If you go to the Scarborough Historical Society, there's some amazing photos and history there. You can look up what this neighborhood used to look like. Originally, as you can imagine, there was no access to the creek at Morningside Park, but if you've been there, you know there is now. And over time, the subdivision and roads connected roads and transit, and of course, it created this wonderful community filled with big backyards, which is one of my favorite things about West Hill. In the late 1800s, there was an electric railway, and by 1906, that made its way to West Hill. For the residents of West Hill today, you know that one of the greatest perks of living here is having easy access and proximity to the Guildwood GO station, a short ride into downtown for all the commuters. In 1967, the Guildwood GO was built, and it very recently underwent a massive renovation, and it looks beautiful. So if you're looking to be on the GO train line, I can tell you there's no better other quainter, quieter neighborhood where I'd rather be. Let's talk real estate. Well, if you go further east, it does get a little bit more affordable. And it's especially true in West Hill, where your dollar does go a little further. It's quite lovely here, and I have to tell you, it's one of the perks that it's an easier entry point than somewhere else. Beautiful tree-lined streets, lovely community. What else could you ask for? Today, West Hill is super culturally diverse, and you can see that with families moving in and out of the neighborhood. But it still stands to be brick bungalows, two-story semi-detached townhomes, and lots of condos and townhomes along the Kingston Road stretch. My favorite part is a lot of dead-end streets, and if you're lucky enough to look for something wonderful, you'll find a lot of houses here either back to the park, side to some green space, or have a really tranquil setting. There's a lot of development that's still happening in the area, whether it's retail, commercial, or residential. You'll see a lot of the older bungalows here that look like cottages are being torn down for bigger homes. There is not a lot of commercial establishment in the neighborhood, but I will say there is a Timmy's, there is a McDonald's, and my kid would be really upset if I didn't tell you about Krispy Kreme at Lawrence and Kingston Road. But what's really truly vibrant and distinct about this community, it is filled with little small mom and pop shops for your favorite lunch spots, dinner spots, or small little convenience stores where you can go and get your everyday needs. It's quaint, it's community, it's vibrant living. So if you're looking for community in a beautiful setting, whether it's creeks, trails, or the Lake Ontario near you for an easy walk, then this is a community that you definitely should put on your radar, because it really is such a beautiful place to call home for so many families of all shapes and sizes. The neighborhood is perfect for first-time buyers, downsizers who really want a bungalow, and everybody else in between. Young and mature, everybody alike gets along here. And as a mom, I have to tell you, whether I'm looking for good real estate, my key wants are transit and accessibility. So this neighborhood's got it. Parks, Heron Park's got some amazing facilities. Access to the Toronto Pan Am Games up the street. All sorts of things that are really within a short driving distance. Although there's a lot of mom and pop shops, it doesn't mean that you can't get big box shopping done here, but it's done on a much smaller scale at the Morningside Crossing Plaza. Now this plaza used to be where big box stores like Wilco were there. If you're old enough to remember Wilco, you remember that was a really big deal, and later Walmart. But today, it's not big box stores like that, but what it is a grocery store, a place to grab a cup of coffee, a place to do your banking. The LCBO is there. It's a great plaza with amazing vendors and shops in that one location. So I'm telling you, you can usually come into that plaza, park there, and knock off 3 or 4 errands in one swoop. So if you haven't checked it out, you probably want to. And if I didn't say that while yes, we are standing in West Hill, one of the most amazing things about the neighboring community in the Guild is the Guildwood Parks and Trails. Waterfront trails, like I said several times before, that if you have not seen, should come out and discover today. So there you have it. This is West Hill in a nutshell. Watch us for our next tour and come along on a journey and let us know if there's an area that you'd love us to talk about or your very own community. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to feature it. And most of all, thank you for watching.